Fans to Smoo's Mobile Discotheque. Yes, and tonight, coming at you live. Yeah, we've got a little bit of Mr. Spock. Yeah, wee bit of Mr. Spock coming at you. So get ready. Grab your partners by the hand. It's Smoo's Disco. Available for parties, weddings, bar mitzvahs. And that's all she wrote, folks. Night. Yeah. Hello, and welcome to Saturday Night with Smoo, the Christmas edition. How are you all doing, folks? I hope you enjoyed my wee disco there. It's a little project I've been working on. That tune's going to be stuck in your head. So it's stuck in your head by the end of the night. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for popping in. Some of you that might have been following my little, my wee Christmas electricity streams will have been seeing me building all these wee bits and bobs up. So I just thought you'd enjoy that little treat. So first in tonight, we've got Frankie Goes to Hobbywood. How you doing, mate? Good evening. Couple of people helped me out modding the chat tonight from 5760 Scale Models is Grant Ash, and we've also got Paul Chaplin helping in the chat tonight. So thanks for helping us out, guys. Next in we have got John Reeves. To be sure. Hi, here, potato. Who else have we got in? Oh, we've got Sue in. How you doing, Sue? We've got Meatballs in Bobbingtons. Good evening, all. How you doing, Meatballs? We've got Mark Scale Models going, hi all, Merry Christmas. Frankie's giving it epic Smoo's Disco. Yeah. I mean, appearing at a town hall near you soon, obviously. We've got Ken Sturrock away from down under. He's giving it morning all. Sarge is in, 10 Hut. Sings Star Trek and looks like Star Trek TOS computer. The original series, yeah. Matt 58's in. How you doing, Matt? He's going Merry Christmas, everyone. Fraser Green is saying all we need is John Travolta on the dance floor. Yeah, obviously that isn't a copyrighted tune, so yeah, I can't just put anything on the lives, but I just thought it'd be a wee bit of giggle. Ken Sturrock's in. Merry Christmas to all. Yeah. Vamp's in. Hello. Oh, the Ort Boys is in. Good evening, all. It's busy in here tonight. Norman Long's in. Hello, all, and Merry Christmas. Have I caught up? I've caught up. Yeah. And what's Frankie saying? Now I can rock the old lady downstairs. So thanks, everybody, for tuning in. I think I've got a wee touch of man flu coming on, so excuse me a little second. So it's just going to be a little short show tonight. Just really popping on. It's the last one before Christmas. Just to wish everyone season's greetings and hope Santa, comes with a big sack and empties it in your living room. And and I'll do a quick review of some of the work you guys have done on the cave, and basically I'll be shooting off. That's what the show will be like tonight. So I'm relying on you guys in the chat to keep the chat going. But as you'll have noticed, I've finally finished those little speakers, so I'll just flick onto me if I can get it working. I'll just flick onto my bench cam there. So yeah, get those dirty, filthy cigarettes out of the way, Terry. That's a shocking habit. So for those that have been watching the wee sort of electricity streams, this is a little speaker kit that I bought up, and I had to make up the little circuit boards for it, which have little amplifiers in them and two little 4-ohm 3-watt speakers that actually play really well off of my phone. And you've got a stereo jack input, and it's powered by USB. So cracking wee things. And of course, as you'll have seen there, I've shown this probably many times, but I'm still deciding what I'm going to paint it. But that's a little boogie box. So my next plan for that is I'm going to scratch build. You remember the old DJs? I used to be a DJ a long time ago, And you used to have the twin decks. So I'm going to try and scratch. I've got a couple of wee electric motors, so that the turntables will turn. And scratch build those with little styluses that will come across. I'll need to try and make some sort of little vinyl records and stuff. So I've still got all that to do, and I might do additional lighting, but it's just a little fun project. And also on the electricity, whoops. This is as festive as I'm getting, folks. I have no decorations up my house, but we have a flashing Christmas tree. That's the only Christmas tree it's ever been in my house. So I've been doing wee electrical things like that. And the disco was just a bit of fun. Let's come back onto the main doofrey. So it's really nice for you all to pop in. They're all just saying hello and Merry Christmas to each other. What's Vamp saying? You found a power plug hole, I see, Smoo. Yeah, of course. The power plug hole, yeah. Jackson, hi all. How you doing, mate? So yeah, basically, it's just to say a big thank you to each and every one of you that have tuned in throughout the year to watch our Saturday Night Lives, and also I've got a bloody frog in my throat. Thanks all to everyone that has appeared on the show, either past and present as the crew, and also all the guests that have appeared on throughout the year. The show wouldn't have been on without you guys, so a big thank you to everybody that's been involved with the show during the past year. Not quite sure what's happening moving into the new year, but that's basically about the size of it. So I just thought I'd say a big hello to everyone. What's Grant saying? You can have one of my trees. Yeah, Grant's looking very Christmassy at the moment. He's got like 2 trees and all the glitter and tinsel and everything all kicking about, which is, yeah, I'm a bit of an old bah humbug. So, yeah, I'm going to do a quick review of what's on the cave. It may have come to some of your attention that we're not using the dungeon anymore. You may or may not be a member of the cave yet, so that's a link for it. A few people posted up already. If you're not in the cave, get yourself in. Colin also has his own one, Festa 67's workshop group, so remember to go into his as well. What is Bobbington saying? I don't do decks, no point, just me. I'll be at my sister's anyway, huh? Yeah, it's... Oh, I enjoyed it when my daughter was young. I've lost my light. I enjoyed it when my daughter was young. It was really, really good fun. But, yeah, there's no point in putting decorations up here just to take them down again, so I've not really bothered. Oh, my favourite name of the evening, Bollocky Buff. How you doing, Bollocky Buff? Are you in the Bollocky Buff? And evening, guys. Merry Christmas. Thanks for popping in. As I say, it's just going to be a nice short show. So if you've got any questions or anything, pop them in the chat. I'm just having a wee cup of tea here. As you might have noticed, yeah, those daft t-shirts that I made up, there you go. Gluing things to your face since 2017, Smoo Industries. Gary Pashley's in, ho, 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 and all that bollocks. Good evening, all. So, yeah, I can see the request coming up for joins. I will accept them when I go actually into the cave itself. But just to let you know that we're not going to be using the dungeon anymore. So if you're in there and you were kind of thinking that you've been posting, I have no access to it, so I won't be able to see anything you've put in there. What's Vamp saying? Mary had a little, yeah. Yeah, so they're just all saying hello to everybody. Of course, it's just me tonight, and as I say, it's just going to be a really short show. So what I'll probably do just in a wee minute or two is I'll actually go across onto the cave and let you see what everybody's been up to, and then I'll come back in the room and we'll sit and have a wee chat and that. And as I say, it's just going to be a really, really short show tonight. Oh, Bjorn's in, Rat Pack 30. Hey ho ho ho, yeah, almost a good attempt, mate. Almost a good attempt. So yeah, still going to be doing my little sort of at the bench things. I'm going to be moving back onto my frog foot that I'm doing, that I've started doing for Mark over at Smoo Surgery Waiting Room's Russian build. So if you want to take a look and see what's going on there, go over to Smoo Surgery's Waiting Room. It's run by Mark. It's a Facebook group. Get yourself on there. As I say, I don't know when the end date is for it, but he's doing a a Russian group build. So when I get my bench cleared, which it almost is, it's actually the tidiest it's been looking for a little while, I will get back on with my Frogfoot. I've treated myself a few kits for Christmas. I'm going to be doing some 1/48 planes and seeing how I get a lot on with those. And of course, Mr. Edward himself, Vincent, has kindly managed to obtain the Edward Big Kit for my Junkers Stuka. So that arrived this morning. So I might, if I feel confident enough, once I get a couple of planes under my belt, I might do a video build series on the Stuka. Norman's asking about the sausage rolls. All I will say on that one is, who ate all the pies? Paul. Because Sue doesn't actually like Christmas pies. So he got off his tractor this afternoon, did Paul? He got off his tractor, bloody wheel fell off, and then he had to go in and have a nice Christmas pie, he did. That's the sausage rolls. I was more interested in those. So what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to make sure I'm on the right page in the background. So just bear with me a second, because I don't want you looking at my porn Julio. So I'm just in the background here refreshing the cave. Because I think I've seen a couple of wee ones popping up that are wanting to join. I thought I'd seen one. Maybe the admins have caught that for me. That's absolutely excellent. I'll just do a wee refresh. Yeah. So I've actually had. I'm in quite a good frame of mind at the moment. I've had a really, really good day. So yeah, that's all ready to rock and roll. So what I shall do is, if you bear with me a second. What's Gary saying? Is it bad I just spent nearly £300 on Crimboat food and drink, yet still went to the chippy on the way home? Yeah, there's always, you can't beat a good bag of chips and all that. Rob B's in, season's greetings all. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is, obviously I can't monitor the chat whilst I'm away, so my mods will keep a wee eye on you, make sure you don't get up to any nonsense. Yeah, our boys, admins are on the ball. So I'm going to, do I need to screen share? Do I need to present? I suppose I'm presenting to everybody, anybody, and the teeth. So I'm going to screen share, and let's see if I can find it. There we go. Right, so you might have been used to the dungeon. As I say, Colin has his own page, which is Festa 67's workshop group. So mind and get yourselves up to that. This is the one that I am using now, which is facebook.com/groups/Smoo's Cave. So I'm just going to click in there and start straight away, because I know that some people actually did post on the thread that I asked for. So, of course, Sue has finished her AC/DC tour truck in 1/32 scale. It's absolutely gorgeous. And even though it's 1/32 scale, it's a decent size of a truck with a trailer on there. And, you know, female modeler, can't whack it. But what I did notice is Sue's paint racks are a bit emptier than Paul's. We'll need to do something about that, Sue. But that's Sue Shatland. Absolutely cracking job on that 1/32 scale AC/DC tour truck. I think that's cracking. And I'm just going to scroll down a little bit further. So our husband Paul, he's been working on a Heller Laverda 1/8 motorcycle. He has had a lot of fit issues with this. One of the strange ones actually is that the front tyre was too big for the front wheel, but he managed to overcome that. Loving all the wee detail with the spark plugs and everything there. And that colour of orange, I remember seeing a bike in that colour of orange when I was at one of the bike shows. And it was an old Laverda. But that's, yeah, it's a sort of 70s, 80s bike, if I remember rightly. And Paul has done a cracking job on that. Obviously, it's a work in progress. So that's what Paul's been up to. Keep scrolling down. So Mark Johnson over at Spruce Surgery Live has finally got his Italieri Ford Escort 1/24 scale RS 1800 done. And I know he had a lot of problems with it, but you've got to admit, that's looking lovely jubbly. I do like that. I like the colour of the wheels and everything. So that's a cracking job, Mark. And I think he's a bit like me. He doesn't complete kits very often, and that's probably one of the first kits he's managed to get finished this year. Just give me a second. Johnny Blythe from Down Under. He's been busy at work, so he's not really managed to get a lot done. The first photo is a pic. God, I've got hiccups and everything. Of a horch work in progress. It's all done tonight. So a horch. I'm not sure what a horch is supposed to be, but it looks like some sort of wee trucky kind of thing. So he's made a start on that. Now, he's only been back building for about 2.5 years. So the next picture is a Cromwell tank, just placed on the dial that the horch will go on later, but this is a dial he's been working on. And I do like this dial. I love the grass is really realistic. And he's got all the wee, excuse me, all the wee fence posts and everything in like that. And all the wee trees. And I just like that. I think that's lovely. I like the tank as well. You've done some cracking work on that, John. Seems you've only been back in the hobby a couple of years, you know, I haven't really tried my hand at a dio. And for that to be all scratch built, that's pretty impressive, young man. Just got to keep scrolling down because there's quite a lot in here. Some more pictures in here. No. Oh, Brian Griffin has got some new kits for his stash. What has he got? Let's have a look. Oh, I like that. US 2.5 ton 6x6 cargo truck. Well, decal scissors and his tweezers and some one shot. And oh, what's that? Is that a photo etch bender or something like that? So he's been treating himself. Very nice. And he's got another picture. And to be sure, there's more. He's got some more. What else has he got in for his stash? Oh, I like that. Oh, the Tamiya Messerschmitt BF109G. Oh, that'll be a nice kit. And a Tamiya 1966 model Volkswagen Beetle. Again, that'll be a cracking kit because there's good engine detail on that. And he's also got some German Luftwaffe crew winter scene with, Kettenkraftrad. It's like a half-track motorbike, if I remember rightly. I wonder if he's going to do some sort of dio with the crew in that there and with that sitting on the ground. That would be interesting. But yeah, some nice grabs into your stash there. Vampy Boy's been at it again. He's working on a Toyota Crown Kiwami Special. There's a nice colour of blue on. Oh, I like that. A nice deep metallic fleck on that blue. So Vamp does a lot of cars. So that's looking nice. I do like the fleck on that. Very nice indeed, Mr. Vamp. Excellent stuff. We've actually been quite busy with pictures and stuff coming on here. So what's Brian Griffin saying? Work in progress. Oh, I love this one. Is Citroen H van. The body panels are quite badly worked, but I've managed to get together and started priming in MIG ammo one-shot primer. So this was the one I was really quite interested in because it just looks like an old corrugated iron van, an old Heller kit. So there's all the engine and front subframe, it looks like, going together there. A bit more. That looks like possibly a steering rack and other wee bits and bobs. I think this is going to be rather funky when it's finished. Like, it's actually quite an interesting subject, that. So he's fairly cracking on with that. I'm wondering if he's going to do it all rusty up, going by that picture. It's a really interesting little kit, that. Yeah, quite like that. It's pretty cool. Have I got any more in here? I'm just trying to think. Oh, that's the same post again. Right, Grant Ash, one of the guys that's popped in as a mod for me this evening. Thanks, Grant. He has been working on Revels 1144 scale Boeing 777 in the Emirates scheme, primed in UMP white primer and painted in various Tamiya colours. And I've never done a commercial aircraft myself, but you'll be proud of that, mate. I know Grant's not been back modelling very long, and he's done a cracking job of that. I do like that, mate. I do like it in the Emirates colours. I think the only fit issues he said to me was he had a bit of problems round about the tail, but you could never tell looking at that. That is rather nice. As I say, I've never really tried a commercial aircraft myself, but that's really, really nice, Grant. And moving on. What have we got next? I can see people are posting pictures up, so once I get to the end, I will refresh and come back Davey UK's been doing some YouTube videos, so he's done one there and a little bit more work on his T62A, if you want to go along and take a little look. Fraser Green, he's been doing some Warhamster. Now, I don't think he's too happy about it, says, because to be honest, I've mixed feelings about this guy. He rushed himself for some daft reason, which escapes me now. He was hoping the sword would be more glowy as a power sword, but it bloodied up and it looks all right. I mean, he's just kind of learning all these Warhamsters by the looks of it, and he's quite enjoying getting on with them. As I say, there's quite a lot of people doing the old Warhammers at the moment. Fraser's just a young lad, so he's, well, young lad. He's a man, but, you know, he's younger than me. So he's been having a go at the old Warhamsters. Everybody's been really busy. Now, Kev Mortimer, he's working on this beastie tonight, a 1/16th scale 6-wheel drive radio-controlled Russian Ural survival truck. Pretty much a toy, but he's added lots of extra detail to it. Not bad for 40 quid. And that scale, mate, and it's radio-controlled 6x6. I like that. It's a beast. I do like my Russian vehicles, but that is an absolute beast, mate. I do like that. So he's added a lot of extra detail, like he always does. My mate, to be sure, potato. John Reeves, potato. Yeah, he's working on the Tamiya RCV 211. He's got detail up front forks with top studio clutch. It's all painted with Tamiya paints, and I do love the colour of orange on these wheels. That fairly pops out there. And that's the detail upset for the clutch, which really does make a little difference. With all the little metal plates in that in there. And I know he also, because he's a bit of a Honda fan, is John. He's actually went for, a lot of these bikes had the grey grips on the bars rather than the black, and he's actually went for that attention to detail on there. And you know, it's coming. He told me what colour it was. It was a Tamiya mid grey. But yeah, and those wheels really pop. So I'm looking forward to seeing how he gets on with that. Again, all the detail on the chain. That's a standard kits chain. It really pops. I do like that, John. Even though you're a potato. So he's doing really well with that. I just know, I can't see the chat now, but I can feel my ears burning because he's calling me everything under the sun. Now, who needs a jig when you've got Lego? So that's what John uses when he's working on his kit. He's got a few Lego blocks that helps him support it whilst he's working on the bike, and I can't wait to see that finish because that's going to be a cracking beastie, mate. I'm moving on again. What else have we got? Right, Sue, you bad Sue has been baking today. Now, if anybody's feeling a little bit peckish, you can look at that just for a wee minute. So there you go. She's having some sausage rolls. Yeah, I'll have some of that action. Right, now, a lot of you will know Jared Bills, who comes in, and Sarah usually posts all his stuff up on his behalf because he doesn't like Facebook's. But we're kind of quizzing her. So the only model she's actually personally built to date, and she's got one in her stash, she's had a go at R2-D2, which I have to say she's got them really quite well weathered and dirty and grotty looking, dirty thing. And BB-8. Now, I've actually got that kit sitting up on my shelf, and yeah, there's a cracking little model kit. So give yourself a pat in the back, Sarah. That's really well done. And she's got this in her stash now. Isn't that cute? It's really girly, and it's the wee pink Meng tune tank, the Sherman. So she's got one of those to build. So a nice little bit of fun, but well done, Sarah. That's her first, as she says, it's a Smoo debut. Now let's see if there's any more up here. No, it's all just nice comments. Now, I do like this. Kev Mortimer again. He's done a mild custom job on Tamiya's 1/12 Virago. Now, the kit that you get for Tamiya, the Virago, is normally all chrome, all the engines all chrome and all that. So he's went for cut down mudguards, single clock speedo, /cut exhaust, and a matte black look on the engine, and that is fantastic. And I love the contrast between the colour of orange that he's picked and the black. as I say, that kit is standard, is all chrome, and the engine's also supposed to be chrome. I think it looks a lot nice and neater with a matte black look. I'm not a big fan of chromed up stuff, but yeah, that's a beast, Kev. And he's put a single speedo in it. That's excellent, mate. I do like that. Lovely. The big king and queen seat and that in the back of it. Excellent stuff, Kev. Moving on. Right, this is Jared's stuff. Now, I don't think they've typed in what these are yet. I haven't clicked on the pictures. That looks like some sort of tank. Actually, it looks more like a what do you call it? A mobile self-propelled howitzer. The way that's shaped up, because that doesn't turn around in a turret, so it's probably more for a howitzer. I know very little about it. So yeah, it's some sort of self-propelled gun. There's another tank with a Zimmerit on it, so it's probably a Tiger or something like that. Again, I know nothing about tanks. I like building them, but I don't know a lot about them. But there's definitely Zimmerit on there. So I'm guessing it's German. I'm guessing it's a Tiger. And I'm probably going to get laughed at because it's not. Now that looks like a wee shotgun. Is it a Stug or something like that? Am I learning stuff? Am I talking shite? I'm probably talking shite. I do like that trailer. Oh, I notice is that it's actually got a wee steering wheel in the back, obviously for rear wheel steering. So there's a guy sits in the back. So when they're trying to get right down all these wee country lanes and everything, there's a guy in the back steering the back axle. That's interesting. He's also done. No, I haven't finished mine yet, John. An RZ 350. Nice colour. He's done it with the black. It's the same bike I'm doing that I've been doing for about 11 to 12 years. Cracking job on that one. So he's had a go at a bike as well. And he's got a Virago as well. Maybe the one that Kev done might give you some ideas, because that was the bike he started off with, and you can see how he blackened his out and chopped all his exhausts and single speedoed it. So yeah, might give you a bit of, oh, there we go. Is this one that you've got to do next? A US tank destroyer, M10 mid-production. He likes his armour. But yeah, I'm guessing that's a self-propelled gun. Maybe tell us in the chat. And I'm guessing that's a Tiger. But I don't really know what these things are. I don't get out much. Kev Mortimer, this is quite funny. This is what it looks like in my street at night. Yeah, apart from not in such a tall building. That's me up all night, burning the midnight oil, and everybody else is asleep. I did think that was quite funny, actually. Right. Well, come on. Now, Sue's been busy baking now. I'm not a fan of Christmas pies, but this is just more... if you're feeling at all hungry, she did some mince pies, but that was just for Paul. And I do believe Paul is sitting with a big sore belly because he ate all the pies. When he was out in his tractor and the wheel fell off, and yeah, he's a bit like Corbin, yeah. So, yeah, Christmas pies. Come on, computer, work. So I was talking to Kev the other day. I'm doing a Peterbilt at the moment. He's started one, but it's on the naughty shelf at the moment. So it's been gathering dust. He's a bit further ahead on some parts than me. So this is kind of where he's got with his. This is the same kit that I've got that I'm trying to shoehorn lighting and stuff into. He's actually got all his engine painted up. I haven't done that yet. And he's decided to do his gas tanks with chrome. I quite like that, actually, with the black and the chrome round it. I'm kind of almost at that stages with that, but he has done some really nice scratch building on the back that's caught my attention on the fifth wheel. There's a manual lever for obviously unhitching it, but there's also some sort of piston type attachment with an air hose on it, and I'm quite interested in that because that doesn't come with a kit, and it's a nice little bit of detail, so I'll be picking his brain. He drives an HGV for a living, so he knows how the sliding fifth wheels work. If I need any reference pics, let me know. I will be on to you for that, Kev, because I haven't, unless I was going round lorries and taking pictures myself, I wouldn't know. That's got all the cab section done. Unfortunately, the decals on mine all broke up, so I'm either going to have to get in touch with Ravel and tell him that all my decals were fucked, or I'm going to have to do it manually on mine. But his is all... I'm also trying to light behind mine, so it's a bit of a pain in the bottom. But his is all lovely and done up. So he's a lot further forward than me. But it's nice to see somebody else's take on it as well. So thanks for sharing that, Kev. I think that's we've already looked at that one. That was Jared's bike. I'll keep scrolling down. And obviously that's a Virago that he's got in his stash. Right, Mr. Bobbington. Revel 132nd BSA Hawk. The Dragons. This is really coming along well. I've been watching the progress on that. It's really come together now. I like it with all the big dragon decal on it and everything. It's really looking nice, mate. It's good stuff. Do like that with the red. It's lovely. Lovely jubbly, mate. That's Mr. Bobbington. Let's keep scrolling down. Another video. Davey UK, he's had a few outtakes that he's put up. I think it's only about a 40-second long video or something like that. I watched it earlier. Ben Lundy. Now, this is an unusual one. I got a bit more work done on my Wicker Man from Ainsley Castings. It's for a cults section of my diorama meta project, Plan 9 Resurrection, the Solar Minute Initiative, which will be in 28mm scale. I've never seen a kit like that. It's quite unusual. I know Ben Lundy goes for quite unusual stuff. So it's a Wicker Man. I take it it's resin, mate. Yeah. So unusual. Definitely unusual. I'll give you that, mate. I like how you've got all the, the dry brush and that to pick up. It does look like a wicker basket. So that's what Ben's on. Come on, mouse, get working. So Norman has been working on a Macross YF-19 Angel Interceptor from the year 2050, because he likes his sci-fi stuff, following the Brexit wars of 2018. And Britain being isolated by a hostile Europe, a treaty was signed with Sensei Heavy Industries in Japan for production to open here. And here you see the first production model flown by Yoko Angel. I actually like this kit. It's gorgeous. That's absolutely stunning. Yeah. I love it. I like my sci-fi stuff, and I love all the stand in that. So that is absolutely gorgeous, mate. You do have some rather interesting kits in your stash, Norman. I do like that. Moving on. Come on, mouse, start working. There we go. Just welcoming members. Better pick of the sliding wheel, fifth wheel for me. Again. I think that's me caught up with that. I will refresh the page. Because I think a couple of people put pictures in. Come on, Tintonet. Right, now, I don't know where the posted dump. Let's see. There we go. Clint Neals. Almost finished the 135th Tamiya 2.5-ton cargo truck. Was a great kit. Let's get a wee look at this. That is a nice kit, mate. And I like your wee canvas roof and everything on it. I do like that, yeah. 2.5-ton cargo truck. Excellent stuff. All the winch and everything on the end of there. Cracking stuff, Clinton. And did I notice if somebody else had... Oh, what's Cliff Leonard been doing? Finished these tonight. He's been doing some Warhamsters as well. Oh, they're looking pretty cool. I don't know which... I mean, the ones I'd done was from the Ultramarine, so my guys were blue. So I don't know which faction these guys are from, but they're pretty cool looking. All with their fancy big blasty guns. Don't know a lot about Warhammer. I like that guy's face. He's a bit angry looking. That's obviously the sergeant. With his kind of beardy face. Because it's only the sergeants. They tend to have red pot eye. They tend to not have the helmets on. He said helmet. So yeah, some nice detail painting on that, Cliff. And I think that's it. I'm just going to have a quick look. Yeah, Clinton, yeah, posted. I think I've caught them all. I'll do one last refresh just to make sure I've not missed anything. Or somebody might have actually popped it in the original thread that it's a while since I've done one of these. Any more being popped in there, just in case they popped it in that bit. No, I've caught up with it all, so I'll stop sharing and I'll be back in the room in 2 seconds. And hopefully that's me back in the room. And I'll catch up with the chat. Some wonderful work in there. Obviously, I'm going to be miles behind in the chat. So I'm just going to scroll back and see what I've caught up with. And I bet you my cup of tea's went cold. Oh, there's lots of people popped in. I'm still scrolling back. There we go. I think I've caught up. Right. So JS Idaho's in. Good day all and greetings from North Idaho. I'm just going to have a little sip of my cup of tea. Quite surprised there's so many in tonight. We're sitting about 46 viewers, so thanks everybody that's tuned in. If you want to interact in the chat, I'm not going to be on for too much longer, but make sure you're in the main YouTube page and there's a live chat that you can interact with. Let's see. Quick, much nonsense, says Sarge. You're a bad man. Bad man. JS Idaho's in. Good day all and greetings from North Idaho. Lee Barlow's in. Hey up, Terry, how you doing? I'm doing all right, Lee. I'm a bit more chirpy than I have been of late. So yeah, and I was fair chuffed that I got my wee disco going. When I plugged it in to my phone and put the USB power on it, and it fired up, and I had to turn the amps up on it a little bit, and then it was trying to tune all the wee chaser lights so they were all going at the same time. I was just sitting there with a big grin on my face because it was like, yeah, I've done some electricity and it's worked for a change. Because anybody that's been watching me doing it has noticed there's been one or two that have had issues, but you know. Who else have we got? Norman saying that truck looks spectacular. Obviously, he's probably talking about Sue's one. Yeah, John Reeves is going cool rig, Sue. Frankie's giving well done, Sue. Rob B, hiya, Rob B. And he thought his 32nd scale B24 was going to be big. Yeah. Jack's giving it a nice job, Sue. Vamp's giving it not a ho, and Mary didn't have my little lamb, but Merry Christmas all. Yay. A lot of folk are appreciating the AC/DC truck that Sue did. And obviously, John Reeves got a nice bike, Paul. Obviously, that Laverda, an interesting kit. Norman's saying he's looking forward to see how that Hotch comes along. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what a Hotch is myself. I'm not too au fait with armour as such, but I'm assuming it's some little truck thing. And of course, Jace Idaho's going, it's a Hotch, Terry. You might as well tell me it's a potato. You know, well, mind you, I know what a potato looks like. Sarge is going, cool, a deuce and a half. That was a 2.5. Yeah, translation from American, a deuce and a half is a 2.5 tonner. JS is going, nice Cromwell. I did like that. Yeah, the Cromwell. A lot of people liking the 2.5 tonner. Cougar Model House is in. Good evening, all. Merry Christmas. How you doing? That's actually sounds like a naughty place, that Cougar Model House. It sounds like a bar you'd go in where there'd be ladies dancing on the tables and stuff. Vamp saying I've been wanting to do a VW Dio with a new Beetle and old German soldiers. Yeah, the early ones, though, they were a bit different looking, weren't they? The militarized ones. And Jack's agreeing that was a nice blue on Vamp's car. Sarge is going to make a 5-tonner as well. Oh, cool. Yeah, they're all liking the blue. It's it's like a heavy flecked blue. I do like that. Yeah, it's that funny paint that I'm not going to mention, but it is actually a name of a paint. A candy blue. Very nice. Norman saying, oh, I have one of those Citroen vans. I'll be following that build. I think it's really unusual. It's like somebody's just built a frame and stuck a load of corrugated iron on it. Spruglu Addicts in. How you doing, Spruglu? He's saying Citroen cars in real life are all wonky. Yeah. If you're going back to like 2CVs and stuff like that. Idaho's saying that Citroen has a face only a mother could love. Yeah, it's a bit of an ugly bug, isn't it? They're all just saying hello to each other. Obviously, they're saying that they're liking Grant's plane there. Norman saying 777 airliners are not easy. The seams wise, that's a great job. Yeah, I think he had a wee bit of bother at the back, but it's went together really nice. My mate John's going, potato, nice wingy thing, Grant. Yeah, potato. Yeah, Frankie goes to Hollywood, just clarifying it's a 777, so that's good. You've all been chatting away to each other. Brett's in for high altitude scale modelling. How you doing, Brett? He's watching from work again. Merry Christmas to all. The same to yourself, Brett. Hope you have a good one. They're all going looking good. They're all saying hello. Nice bike. Gary Pashley's giving it, need to up my game in 2019. And shame to say I've not finished anything this year. I've only finished about 3. Too busy at work, lack of mojo, and far too much time watching others build models on YouTube rather than do it myself. I've done better this year than I did last year. I've actually finished a few because Colin was kind of pushing me on to finish a few. But then I look at, like Mr. Bretland posted up earlier on that he's done 44 cars this year, and here's the showcase. I'm like, 44 cars? 44? I've built 4 models this year or something. 44? It takes me 2 weeks to open the box. But yeah. Sarge is on about baked chocolate chip cookies. Chocolate chip cookies, yeah. Sausage rolls, yes. Sausage rolls. She's a bad lady, yeah. Make everybody hungry. And Jack's saying that obviously that wee pink Toon Tank is absolutely freaking adorable. It is. It's a cracking wee kit, that. Sprugly Addict's giving it, and a partridge in a pear tree. Yeah. Wee rat bike. Yagged Panther, was it? Okay. And a Stug. Did I get one of them right? A Stug. I think I did. So I was right with King Tiger. Okay. And the Stug was the wee one that was on the trailer, if I remember right. But the one with the Zimmerit on... Oh, no, wait a minute. Oh, the one that was a mobile howitzer thing, I thought was a Yagged Panther. Right, okay. So, educating the Smoo. What's Hot Boy saying? Koenig's Tiger with Porsche turret. Yeah. Yeah. Translator to aisle 1, please. Nice RZ350. Yep. A Famo trailer. Oh, is that off the big Famo? That's cool. So that's the one with the wee steery bit at the back. I like that. Sarge is giving it Tiger 6B pre-production turret to be exact. Yeah, I believe you. Terry likes playing with his Peterbilt. Sarge, you're a bad man. With his Peter. Belt. Yeah, I see what he did there. And Idaho's giving it waka waka. Jax thinks Kev's awfully busy and productive. He does some good stuff, Kev. He does a lot of kit bashing and stuff. Spruggle addicts like me don't like mince pies. So I'll wait to January 1st when the shops are full of Easter eggs. Yeah, they'll be out shortly. I do like my Easter eggs as well. And I thought that was really funny. Sue doesn't like mince pies either, but she will make them for her man. It's true love. Jack says he's actually working. Oh, that's right, because you're a trucker waiting on getting your license to drive a 5th wheel. We call it a Class 1 across here in the UK. Get your Class 1 for the articulated lorries. They're all going about Bob's plane. Yeah, he's done quite well with that. I like the contrast in the colours with the wee white line, and that big dragon up the side of it really makes it pop. It just sometimes when you get a nice big decal on it, it just totally changes it, doesn't it? Jack's giving it Macross. Yeah, nice YF. Yeah. I'm kind of lost with that one. Norman's going, thanks. Took me till age 66 to get into Macross. So is that what that plane is then? Is that Macross? That sci-fi one? Because that's absolutely gorgeous. If that's what it is, Hasegawa Macross. Right, I'll need to research that one. What's that saying? I've got Macross Defender mech to shoot it down with. So there's a right. I'll need to write this down. Macross kits and get a look at those because that's a really beautiful sort of space agey plane, and I haven't really come across those before, and I think it's absolutely gorgeous. Oh, the chat's just went wee. See if I can keep on it. Jace Idaho's guessing at those being Space Wolves. As I say, I don't play Warhammer. I do know there's different teams. Start the post with in the beginning. There I was, 1976 Star Wars with the rage in me. Nope, I was buying Macross kits. Yeah, just shows you I've not got an off the Lee Barlow. I missed your post. Where did you put it, mate? I can go back and look for it in a minute. Once I've caught up with the chat. Is it near the top or whatever? I can go back in and have a look for it, Lee. No problem with that. What's Vamp saying? Everyone else was watching The Three Musketeers and I was watching Robotech and Transformers. Yeah. Oh, Frankie Day Models is in. How are you doing? He's going, hello, Terry and everyone. How you doing, mucker? I bet you're sitting there puffing on a big old cigar, doing all your paper models. Jack's going, one of the first movies I showed my girlfriend was Do You Remember Love? And Rob's kind of like me. He's like, mine's was Porky's. Oh, dear. Just watched Bumblebee. No idea what that is. Oh, God. I finished 2. Frankie's finished 2 kits this year, so you're doing no bad. Jack did 3 Japanese mechanized bipedal robots, but they need paint and decals. Vamp's waiting for the next Transformers movie to come out. And they're all about Macross, a lot of Macross. See, this is new to me then, so I'll need to have a look at Macross then. That plane thing that he did was beautiful. Right, so I've got to go back and have a quick look for Lee Barlow's post. Just give me a second, I'll just look at another screen because I obviously missed it. I don't want to miss anybody out before Christmas. So I'm just refreshing the page, see if I can see Lee Barlow's post. So I'm just obviously flicking through in case he's buried it in one of the places where. Right, so I got Clinton's, that's right, and Cliff Leonard's, yeah, and Brian Griffin's. Ah, right, okay, right. This is definitely worth me flipping onto. Sorry about that, Lee. Right, just give me a second, folks. I am going to go back onto present again because it's a bike, and you know I like bikes. So I'm just going to briefly dive back in again into the cave. I like Kinsey so, and there we go. Oh, Lee, calling this done straight out the box other than CF decals. That's a quack. Oh, I've got one of these in my stash. That is absolutely stunning, mate. Absolutely stunning. Actually, it's reminded me there's somebody else's post I want to show in there as well. A bit further down, so I will get to that. That is beautiful. You've done a cracking job on that. The Ninja. Yeah. Oh, I do like that, Lee. Props to you, man. I've got that in my stash. I hope I can do half as good a job as what you've done on yours with that. Excellent. And I'm actually, whilst I'm in here, there was some posts I wanted to do. I'm just going to flick down to the bottom. It's just tweaked my memory there. Bear with me while I'm scrolling through all the shite. Not all the shite, but the stuff I've already done. Because I forgot that further down there was some beautiful work from. I forgot Anthony Evans as well. Right, so sorry about that. I have missed some posts because they've been going up all week. Last work in progress for his PG Unicorn. No decals or paint effects yet. Now, this is quite interesting. I'm not really into these Japanese bipedal mechanized robot suits, but this looks a bit of a funky one. And there's all these big boomsticks. There's a bit of electricity in this one, folks. So there he is lit up. Isn't that pretty impressive? He lights up. So I'll take that back. I do like that. That is pretty cool, Anthony. Sorry I missed it. I just forgot that there was so much actually put up in the cave this week. So yeah, I'll take it back. That'll. It's quite a chunky looking dude as well. So I do like that. There was something else I missed as well. So I'm just going to keep going on. There's Anthony saying he's got a few kits. Okay, let's see what he's got in his stash here. That's Gundam. Yeah, I'm going to end up putting myself in the naughty steps. Right, this is one I wanted to feature. A young chap called Carlos Starton. You guys might have heard of him before. Tamiya's 112 scale Kawasaki H2R. He's adding his own made details and also some sets from Hobby Design Top Studio. But it's slow progress. But just look at some of this guy's work. That is stunning. Absolutely stunning attention to detail on that. He's even got the hose clips around the turbo intake and all that. And all the wiring and that, and all the fuel injectors going into the top. And Oh, that anodized blue. Oh, I'm just sitting here creaming myself. That is absolutely stunning work. And all these carbon, see, this is what scares me. I've got one of these kits in my stash, is all this carbon fibery malarkey. I've never really done much with it. It's just a beautiful green. Outstanding work there. And I forgot about Carlos who put stuff up, and he's also done the wee bit of the pin washing and that, obviously on the engine. A lot of people do these engines a bit too shiny. They're actually quite matte, as he's done there, because it's just aluminium. And so he's got it all dirty in between all the cracks, to be sure. But that is absolutely beautiful. I mean, look at the detail on that Olin shock, and he's even got, because it's got variable damping and stuff in that one. Actually, no, that's a steering damper, I think. It's electronically controlled, so it can dial up the damping, and you'd think it was off a real bike. You know, just look at that, and the candy green on the frame and everything. It's absolutely beautiful, mate. Absolutely stunning. I mean, I've got a long ways before I can get anywhere near that quality of a build. Was there something else in there? Now this was quite interesting. Anthony Evans posted something. Now, obviously, Frankie Day, he's been on the show. Kind of got us interested in paper kits. Now, this stuff is called Pepakura. And this is Pepakura Cosmo Dragon Pistol. These are kits that you can download and print off in your printer. If you've got a laser cutter, you can do it in stock card. So it's a pistol made from paper, and it's all bend and fold the tabs and all that sort of thing, because I was chatting to him about it. So obviously that's the bit you put the bullets in, the barrel, whatever you call it. Aye, the wee thing that spins round. But yeah, just these are all these paper kits, and I didn't realise there was so many different types of paper kits. But this is Pepakura, did I pronounce it right? And that's how you get it. Obviously, like that on your computer, and then you print it all out, and you make stuff up from it. So again, that's more paper kit modelling. He's actually got a little video up there. If you've got a vinyl cutter, you can be lazy using different cardstock. And what's this one? You can Bondo and fiberglass it, resin it, or Rondo, which is fiberglass resin, and Bondo slurry. A head scale helm for one of them bipedal robots. So and it's doing it all with paper and stuff, and a bit of Bondo, and yeah, it's quite interesting actually. There's a lot of different types of model making out there that I hadn't actually realised existed, but I do like that one. It lights up. Have I got any other ones that I've missed? Oh, waiting out. I missed one. Yeah. This was the car that we showed the vamps earlier on, so I might as well go into this. This is the actual kit. Road Jam Kiwami. It's quite an aggressive styled looking kit there, vamp. Oh, I like the dash, because we missed all that detail actually. It's got this wee sat nav and everything up there. Quite a cool looking kit. Yeah, like those wheels, like those bad boys. And it's really slung quite low. I mean, you look at that, it's about 1 millimetre off the deck, so they've slammed that bad boy down. But he did say there was lots and lots of different options within the one kit. That's a cracking looking kit, that, actually. So I'd forgotten about that one as well. And I'm just going to scroll back, just so I don't miss anything, because this is going to be the last show to the new year. And that was Sue's truck. A few more shots of Sue's truck, actually. Might as well just pop them up whilst I'm down there. So this was when she was working on it. Rock or bust. Yeah, mother funkies. And there we go. There's a nice side-on shot with all the ACD Rock or Bust World Tour. So the quality of you guys' work that's coming in here is absolutely fantastic. And considering that's a female model maker, big props, big props. Another one that Vamp did. Right, 69 Charger. Mark was 69 because of the reasons. I wonder what those reasons are, Vamp. Right, so here's a 69 Charger. I think he's forgot to put the bonnet on because there's a big V8 stuck under there. So it does like his muscly type cars, does our Vampy. So it's a 69, yeah, 69. I wonder what the reasons are. I wonder what those reasons are, Vampy. You're a bad man. I'm just going to keep scrolling in case I've missed anything, because it's been going up for... That's, yeah. Right. Is this This is Norman's one. Is this the one that we've seen finish job, or is this another one? Is that plane before the winds and that went on? Oh, that's right. You had a wee accident with that, if I remember rightly. Yeah. So that was obviously earlier on. Doing all these pre-shading and that's a technique that I'll need to learn when I start doing my planes. Is all this pre-shading stuff. I'm sure I'll get the hang of it. But I'm sure he said something like, right, add on. What happened? He told us there. Oh, that's right. He got drips of paint and that on it. Yeah. He had a few issues. But that is a beautiful kit. And I think I've covered everything. Just more Paul Shaplin's working on Laverda. So yeah, and right, this was an interesting one. Bjorn posted up Norwegian Christmas food. Just trying to make you guys hungry again. First is obviously his rib. Click that. Oh, look at the crackling on. Is that not making your mouth water? Folk? Look at that rib. Num, num. The next one, I don't know. They're special meatballs. When you say special meatballs and like sausage, I like sausage. You're not talking about sheep's testicles or something like that. Your special meatballs. I mean, I know what you Scandinavian folk are like. Is yeah, what are in your special meatballs, mate? Oh, right, yeah. Might as well get on to this as well because I missed this as well. John Paul, he's finished his Grim Reaper, and I do believe he's almost finished with the bike that goes with it. He's doing a chopper. And he has been trying to source, because that's in 1/8 scale, and he's been trying to source 1/8 scale skulls. And use guys in the chat that have been sitting, hanging out with me in the afternoons and that when I've been going live. Somebody is managing to sort him out with some skulls for his dio. So that's John Paul's Grim Reaper. Looking forward to seeing the bike that goes along with that. And I'll just keep going down and just to see if I've missed anything else. That's just me doing all my electricities. Yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much it. I'll come back in the room. Hey, I'm back. So yeah, hopefully I've not missed anyone now. I'm just going to scroll back up. Yeah, partridge in the pear tree. Partridge and apple tree, blah, blah, blah. Green bike. That's it. So yeah, I picked up that. So I managed to get onto Lee's and also picked up a few others that I'd missed. Yeah, that's fantastic. The Kawasaki one. Kawasaki green. Gordon's alive. It's all about the research. GB's Model Zone's popped in. Hi guys, just popped in to wish everyone past and present a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Out with the other half. So 3 Sheets is signing off. And you're not going away to get your willy wet, mate, are you? Not at your age. Mind put your leg on in case you go for a rumble and you fall up. Anyway, too much info. So we're just, that bike is great. Rob, it's just a different way of building, but I mean, it's, yeah, I do like them all. So yeah, Lee bike, that bike was lovely, mate. Yeah, Tamiya bike kits are awesome, but some of the other ones like Aoshima and all that make interesting subjects that Tamiya don't cover. Jace Idaho says, just say it, Terry, it's a bipedal Japanese mechanized robot suit. Yeah, I said it. Transformer, yeah, that's the other one. Yeah, a lot of very impressive stuff you guys are posting up. Again, if you're not in there, that's a group you need to start posting to. Dungeons no longer being monitored, and as well as Colin's Fiesta 67's workshop group. Get your stuff in there as well. Neither of us are monitoring the dungeon anymore. Jack says that transform. The horn is magnetic. Ooh, I do like a bit of a magnetic horn. Carlos is the man. Yeah, that is absolutely beautiful, the work he's done in that. And I'd forgotten that he'd posted it up. The carbon. Yeah, I've got an H2 there, but I don't like green bikes. And there's one you can get. You can do it in a red frame and the bike white, but there's a different decal set. I'm fancying that actually. I like the white and red. Jack really likes the carless bike. Yeah, it's just a different level for anything that I do for sure. JSI was saying nice carbon fiber. Assume those are decals, or is that painted? I'm assuming it's the motorsport carbon fiber decals that I got for a bike that I'm going to be doing. That I got a load of detail up for. It's decals, but it still takes a bit of skill to apply them. Vamp says he did one a few weeks ago, but didn't do the carbon fiber job. Yeah. And Paul says he actually does some cracking figure painting as well. So yeah, and seemingly 3 Sheets knows his dad. So there you go, small world. Because when 3 Sheets went away to the Isle of Man, that time he did the live broadcast for the Isle of Man, his father was one of the people that was away with him. So there you go, small world. Dear God, that is Captain Harlock's gun. The ultimate space pirate. So is that Pipiki or whatever it was called? Yeah. Sprugly Addict's giving it Skynet. Vamp all wants is a cap ship. Because Jack, that was you that made it, Jack, wasn't it? Taught myself to sew making Harlock's cloak, because he does cosplay stuff as well. I can sew and I can use a sewing machine as well. So yeah, but I've never done it for quite a few years. So you're actually going to make the whole... Do you go to the whole cosplay conventions and that, Jack, do you? Because the thing is, some of the birds and that, I would be drooling if I went to a cosplay thing. Vamp saying it's a Toyota Crown. Toyota Lowrider, yeah. Excuse me a second, the chat's just shut up and I need another wee drink of my cold tea. Because I don't get out much. Have you seen that? I ordered myself one for a laugh. I don't get out much. There you go. Those meatballs are made from pigs instead of a cow. Right, so it's pork. I was just wondered in case it was like sweet meat, sweetbreads. You know what I'm on about? The testicles of, because it was like special meatballs. But apparently they're made of pork. JS Idaho saying, Vamp, nice charger, my favourite year. And his dad had a 1972. Sarge's going, hey Terry, us old folk are just old, not dead. What do you mean? So they're all talking about cars. Rob says he's got a bail. I wish everyone a peaceful and happy Christmas. Hope to catch you all on the flip side. You take care of yourself, Rob, and I hope Santa's sacks full of lovely stuff that you want. Muscle cars. Yeah, they're all talking about muscle cars that I know absolutely nothing about. So yeah, I've basically covered everything. And it was just a quick, just before Christmas. I'm glad, really nice that everybody's come in. It's been quite busy in here tonight. I think we hit over 50 at one point. It's just going to be a short show. I've pretty much been working on the electricity. You've seen that, and I've got that frog foot I'm doing for Mark's Russian build. I think my goals for next year are actually, I've got a lot of builds built up into a stage where I need to go into the paint booth, and it's getting into the paint booth and just getting on with it, because I've probably got about four kits that are at the final stage, and it's just paint and finish. And I need to really get on with them, but I keep getting distracted with stuff. So try to keep the mojo up. Mojo's been lacking a bit, which is why we're not the electricity. But I'm going to get back onto that frog foot that I'm lighting up, and it's been an interesting experience doing that one. So yeah, so I think I'm gonna play these out with my daft wee jukebox thing, my Terry's Disco again. But yeah, again, thanks to everyone throughout the year, and I mean everyone, that has come on the Saturday night live shows, either as part of the crew or as a guest throughout 2018. Let's just move on in 2019 and stick our plastic together and have a bit of fun. So I hope you all have a really Merry Christmas, and you get some nice kits and that in your stash. And yeah, so I'm going to bid you all adieu and play us out with my little, because I'm a big kiddie, you know, I'm going to play you out with Terry's Disco. And see you in the new year. I might do a wee sort of at the bench thing in between, but look after yourselves, folks, and it's time for Terry's Disco. Catch you later. Fans to Smoo's Mobile Discotheque. Yes, and tonight, yeah, coming at you live. Yeah, we've got a little bit of, yeah, Mr. Spock. Yeah, a wee bit of Mr. Spock coming at you. So get ready. Yeah. Yeah, grab your partners by the hand. It's Smoo's Disco. Available for parties, weddings, bar mitzvahs. And that's all she wrote, folks. Night. Yeah.